And now, we want to take a moment to pay special tribute to a man we lost this past year. A soldier and statesman who served our nation in so many ways, General Colin Powell.
He was an important part of the National Memorial Day concert family. And just as this concert is an important American tradition, so were his appearances here, year after year, starting in 1991.
Joining us to help lead our tribute to General Powell is the distinguished actor, Dennis Haysbert.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. I had the privilege and pleasure of meeting General Powell at this concert in 2010. He accomplished so much, and he was so many things: a husband, a father, a general, and a diplomat. A man with a life and career for the ages. It was seeing Korean War veterans coming home that inspired him to choose a military career. And over the decades, he served in West Germany, Korea, and Vietnam. Later, he made history when he was named the first African-American chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And it was in that role that he was the driving force behind the success of Operation Desert Shield and Operation Desert Storm in 1990 and 91. But his service to our country went far beyond his time in the Army. He led a peacekeeping mission to Haiti, advised presidents of both parties, and was appointed America's Secretary of State. And for 27 years, no matter how busy his schedule, he would come to the stage and address our nation about the meaning of Memorial Day. And those words he spoke here at the U.S. Capitol, those words live on today.
We assemble again tonight on the lawn of our Capitol to pause and pay tribute to those brave Americans in uniform whose sacrifices have kept democracy and freedom alive over our nation's history. We especially remember with reverence and with deep gratitude those who were called upon to pay the supreme sacrifice. As long as we remember them, their courage and love of country will never be lost. Memorial Day reminds us that our future has been purchased by these proud patriots of the past.
In General Powell's 27 appearances at this concert, he never failed to praise the young men and women who throughout our history have fought to defend the rights of people around the world, willing to risk their lives in the name of liberty and justice. And in expressing his gratitude to all of our returning veterans for their extraordinary service, he said these words: "We want them to know that our support will not end, and we will not forget them." He reminded us that we could all find ways to help, whether welcoming our veterans and their families back into the community, encouraging employers to hire them, or by simply listening to their stories. And General Powell challenged all of us to support those who come home with wounds of war. He deeply believed that in doing that, each of us could play a critically important role in their journey towards recovery, making a real difference in these veterans' quest for a better life. He often spoke of our need for unity and peace. As he said, "We are one American family, woven together by our service and our hope that future generations will not have to endure the devastation of war." The last time General Powell was able to appear with us in the Capitol, he was already ill, in his final battle. Yet he summoned the strength to speak once again to our nation.
Through the generations, Americans have always done their part and given their lives for each other and for the ideals of our nation. Despite the dangers or circumstances, they inspired us with their great courage, dedication to country, and commitment to duty. As it says in Scripture, no one can have greater love than to lay down their life for their friends. All of those who have served us in times of war and times of peace remind us that we can overcome. No matter how difficult the challenge or how hard the times, we are a great nation, and our greatest strength is our people. Let us keep our military men and women and their families in our hearts. Let us serve and support them as they continue to serve us. Thank you.
In these challenging times, General Powell's words are a reminder that the ties that bind us are stronger than the stresses that divide us and can serve as our North Star in the years ahead. We thank you, General Powell, and your family for your service. I'm missing.